welcome friend, my name is Annika and today I'm doing a sketchbook tour of this little guy and yeah, it's pretty thick, so I guess we should start right away. So here's the sketchbook. It's a A5 size spiral bound with 80 sheets of paper in it and 135 grams, and it was pretty nice to use and pretty cheap. I think it was 10 Swedish crowns, so yep, it's a pretty cheap sketchbook. I wanted to start out with one of those to see if I liked the whole idea of drawing in a sketchbook, because before I have been using only single sheets of paper, and I decided that I was going to actually use sketchbooks. If you want to see my previous sketches, I will have a playlist in the description if you want to check those out. So yeah, but let's continue with this one. I started it on the 29th of November last year. It's actually the first thing I drew after my daughter was born. So I made a little family portrait of us, and I used these water brushes that I made into brush pens with the help of Jellybee's tutorial, and I will have a link to that in the description as well if you want to check that out, how to make these yourself. I have a lighter wash in one of them and a darker one in the other. So that's that, plus my Pentel Pocket brush. Then we have this, and this I actually made when my daughter was sleeping in my lap. It was a little bit tricky, and I will post an Instagram picture here. And then we have some just random things. Yeah, some random things. And then more just scribbles, really. And then a bunny type creature, perhaps. And then I actually tried markers on this paper, and it works pretty well, but as you can see, it do bleed through quite a bit, and I expected that. So to prevent it from leaking to the page beneath, I used another sheet of paper between and colored, so that way I didn't have to worry. And yeah, so that's a way to go around that. Of course, that made it drawing on the other side of paper was not an option, but I am not doing that anyway, so it wasn't really a problem. So a paper between the sheets is a way to use markers in your sketchbook. And here I used my Kuretake something pen. I will have the name of this in the video, but it's not waterproof, so it did bleed. I didn't know that. I could have used it to my advantage, but the paper is thick, but it doesn't hold wet media that well. But you can make some washes on the paper, but I could have made better use of this pen on another paper, but I like the idea, so that's good. And then we have some just kitten and monster thing and butterfly. And then we have this, which is my last picture from 2015, and I really like this. I was going to color it, but I chickened out, and as I often do with my sketches, when I like them, I tend to not move further. But on the next day I tried to actually color, and it's the first day of 2016, and I wasn't that precious with this line art, so I wanted to start coloring my sketches, so that's what I tried here. But then I didn't on this page. I used my washes again on this little monster. And then we used markers again on this dino creature thing. And then we have an antler girl. I don't know what to say really, but yeah, I had a lot of fun, and the inspiration for this was actually the blue hair. I really wanted her to have blue hair, so that's what I did. And then we have this robot thing. Part of it is inspired by Jake Parker. I think I was watching a few of his videos. Yeah, it's my own thing. I just was inspired by him, and I do like the simplicity of it, and I think I would like to do someday a series with these types of things, just simple things. I started with number 3. I wonder how number 1 and 2 looks, so that could be interesting to continue doing, perhaps someday. And then we have a little princess, or queen perhaps, and I used my golden jelly roll on this. This was before I got these Finetech colors, which I've been using for my ACOs, but this is before I got them, so I used my jelly roll. And here's a Ewok inspired little character, even though it's not really supposed to be anyone specific, but it kind of looks like one of them. And kind of, yeah, cute monster thing, which I love to make. And here's yeah, I don't know what to call her, but I should have made the whole drape thing on her back another color, so it didn't blend in so much, but it's sketches, so I wanted to try things out, so that's actually what I did. So, and this one is actually a time-lapse video on my channel, so if you want to check out how I made it, you can do that, and I will link it below. And then we have a unicorn and some forest monster, perhaps. Very simple, because I didn't have much time that day, or I wasn't feeling inspired, at least not enough to color. And then I did this bunny girl, and I can't really remember the idea, but I'm guessing I saw something on Pinterest that sparked an idea, perhaps a lady with bunny ears or something like that. Or I decided that I wanted to do a bunny girl. I don't remember, but that's the way my mind works sometimes. Sometimes I just need perhaps a word or something to kind of spin off of, and things just sometimes fall into place while I sketch. It's really hard to explain how things happen sometimes. So for this, I actually think I saw another Pinterest picture of someone in a cape, and that sparked the idea for this. And this is maybe not the best I've done. I think it's kind of cute, even though it has a few flaws in it. Not everything you do in a sketchbook is going to work out, so that's something you need to remember when you're sketching. And even though this looks like a finished, polished thing, it's not. But I'm doing these sort of things because I need to practice kind of rendering them to a finish, if that makes sense. So there's flaws in this one, but I do like it still. And here is one that I intended to color, but I didn't know what colors I wanted or background. And then it dragged out and I wanted not to be stuck on this, so I moved on. And I made this, and I really like the character on this. I'm not so keen on the background, but I would like to do something similar one day. It kind of looks like some kind of superhero or something like that. I think this is actually one of my favorites, in this sketchbook at least. And then we have a butterfly girl, kind of. And I've done sort of these types of pixie things before, but this is more of a different kind of body for the pixie butterfly thing. And yeah, and then something very simple and nothing very special at all, and just trying things out. And another simple one. I think here on out it's going to be pretty much some more simple things, because I kind of lost the momentum of coloring, so we'll get a lot of sketchy lines and such. Well, I lied. Here is a colored one, and I actually really like it. And the angel wings are not outlined, and I did that on purpose because I wanted a softer look for them. This is also one of those that I think I would like to do bigger one day. So I really like the softness of the wings. And here is a very much a failed color picking thing. Yeah, it didn't work out. I think it's the character in itself is kind of cute, but the colors, yeah, not so much. But as I said, it's a sketchbook and it's meant for experimenting, and I actually did that, so I'm pretty happy with myself for trying out something that I wasn't necessarily comfortable doing. Then I made a little monster, which I often go back to when I don't know what to do. I kind of tried to make hands, a different kind of hands than I normally do, and I wanted the plants to be some kind of plants, and I did look at reference on those, but I never got around to doing more than just this. And then trying out different kind of body pose. And here we have a little accident. I can't remember if it was the Pentel Pocket brush that decided to give up on me. It might have changed the cartridge on this page. And we got an ink splotch as a result. And as you can see, it bled through even. And there's a little dot there. This one I also wanted to color, but I never did. And also one of those that I would like to do something with one of these days, because I think she turned out pretty cute. And here's some kind of runes. I'm thinking it's some kind of magic book that she's reading from, and some magic things happening around her. And then one of those, well, very simple, not planned out, thought out, anything special. And I guess this counts as one of those too, but yeah, I kind of like him anyway. And here I was trying another style. I'm not sure how well it will pick up, but well, kind of. But yeah, tried out something new. And then This one I did while I was watching one of Jellybee's streams, I believe, and I do think that I was inspired by one of the things that she was drawing for the skirt, at least. I can't remember what she was drawing, but I think it was Jellybee that was streaming that day. And then we have a little, kind of guess it's a doll or plushie she's holding, but yep. And then this, she's not naked per se, but I started coloring, but I never finished it, as you can see. And I can't remember what I was going to do with the body, but yeah, something just. And here I did try to do a dog, a German Shepherd thing. And another one of those that I would like to do again, fix up a few things perhaps. Centaur, unicorn thing. Sometimes I just want to try to make things in my style. So I guess I was going for a centaur to see if I could do it, and I do like the result, but I think I will change a few things when I make this into a larger. And then just a little girl sitting on something with her pigtails. And then we have Princess Peach. So this is also a time-lapse on my channel if you want to see me making this. And I do want to make more fan art with in this style of mine. I just don't know where to start, but I do plan on it, so there will be more. And here we watched the animated movie Strange Magic, and I really like the little creature thing who snatches things. I can't remember the name and such, but I really liked he was so cute, and I really liked the movie. It's more of a musical animated thing, but I quite liked it. So that's from that. And I guess this is also kind of inspired by that, but my take on it, one of the dark side creatures. And yeah, just a silly little creature of, I guess it's a fawn thing, trying out if I could make it work. And yeah, maybe. And then just trying out some expressions to see if I can do other things. And then a bird with a mask. Monsters again. I love making monsters if you haven't noticed that already. And then I made some sketches with a ballpoint pen. And more monsters, and I do like this one as well, and I would have liked to color it, but someday. And here is a zombie killing with his dog or something. I have recorded the sketching of this, and I was going to line and color it and make a video of it, but it's one of those things that didn't happen. Perhaps I will redo it and work on it a little bit more, because it could be cool, but I don't think I will work on this one in particular, but maybe I can do something similar one day. And here's a little mermaid, just trying something different with a face. And here I actually am experimenting a little bit with how to make my style with another kind of expression. And I tried even with adding pupils, but yeah, just experimenting a little bit. And here's another one of those creatures which I like to make. And I was going to have something for this one to react to, but I couldn't find out what, so I left it. I will probably use this as inspiration for another one day, but for now it's just this. And then a little squirrel thing. And I'm not sure what to call her. Ogre, elf thing, perhaps. Another antler girl. I was trying out the whole worm antler mouse thing. I don't know. It's something. And here I'm trying out making a more semi-realistic thing, but I do struggle with anatomy, so it's not working out. I don't know why, but this type of work, I'm always so stiff when I do them. I can't figure out the whole shoulder thing. I can make stick figure have more motion than I can make this type of things. So I will need to work on that more, because that's the only way to improve is to practice. Sometimes I just am too lazy to do that, but practice is the way to get better. But I do enjoy making this type of thing, so I always come back to it, so yeah. Yep. And here's Link, and I guess it's Navi. And I couldn't remember the crest on the actual shield, so I made something up. This one I also would like to do something with one day, because I love my Link and my Zelda, and I have done these types before, but I will always come back to it. So, and here's a little bit Indian inspired character, and just, well, trying things out, which is a good thing. So, but let's move on. And this character was going to have dreadlocks, and I was thinking a little along the line of Michonne from The Walking Dead, but I was going to do something else, but didn't. And here's a genie, and one of those. I shouldn't sketch in green if I'm going to show the sketches, but it's sometimes convenient to use. And I was going to finish this, but didn't, as most of the things in this sketchbook, but I do like the idea. I didn't have enough space on the page to do it justice. And here we watched Hotel Transylvania 2, and we watched the behind the scene things and how they drew. I tried it. I'm not so sure how it worked, but it was fun, and I really liked the movie. So, and here's a sketch that I did in a video as well, but it's just a video where I sit on the floor with my daughter beside me sketching and talking, and I don't think you actually can make out this, but yeah, here it is if you want to see that. And then I just moved on to having multiple things on the page. Yeah, just a little gnome and a cat and creepy looking girl and a pig thing. And again, I was trying a different style approach thing. And here I tried to sketch my daughter in different ways. Any of them doesn't look like her, but I tried. And here is me sketching with, I think it's the pink lead and the blue, because Sketchy Trav had done a few of his sketches in blue and red, so I was trying to see how that looked, but I don't think I used it properly, but yeah. And then more multiple things on the page, and even more. And here is a little alien character, and it's actually inspired by an old digital painting I've made. Well, it's a long time ago that I did that, and I will have the one on. I will have it on the screen so you can see how that one looked. They're not similar, but I am inspired by that one. And here is a butterfly creature thing. And here we watched Jake Roper when I think it was one of the first videos he made after he was diagnosed with cancer, and he wanted people to draw a taco cat. So I tried different approaches. And here is the last page of this sketchbook, and I tried something semi-realistic again. As I said, I'm very stiff with my shoulder anatomy, but I'm trying to learn, sort of. I need to practice more though. So that's the last one in this one, and I do have 2 more already finished, but I will make those into a separate video. So that was this sketchbook. I hope you liked it. If you want to check out any of my other sketchbook videos, I will have a playlist in the description, and any other links that I mentioned I will try to put in the description as well. So thank you very much for watching. Hejdå!